This young boy grew up in a tiny home where dreams were bigger than walls and hope was stronger than hunger. Life in Manila was not easy. Every morning meant waking up to noise, heat, and uncertainty. While other kids his age played games or scrolled on phones, he helped his family survive. Some days there was enough food. Some days there was not. But every single day, there was music. Music was not just sound for him. It was comfort. It was escape. It was a friend when the world felt unfair. His mother used to hum softly while cooking, even when there was barely anything in the pot. His father played old songs on a broken radio, turning the volume just high enough to drown out their worries. That was where it began. Not in a studio. Not in a school. But in a small room filled with hope. At night, when the city lights flickered outside their window, he would sing. Not for applause. Not for fame. He sang because it made the pain feel lighter. He sang because it reminded him that tomorrow could be better. His voice was raw, emotional, and honest. It carried sadness, love, and strength all at once. Even as a child, his voice held stories that felt far older than his years. One day, someone heard him. Not a producer. Not a celebrity. Just a neighbor who stopped walking because the voice coming from that tiny house felt different. It felt real. Word slowly spread. People started listening. Phones came out. Videos were shared. And suddenly, that boy from Manila was standing on a stage he never imagined he would reach. As he walked forward, you could see the nervousness in his eyes. The microphone felt heavy. The room felt too big. Judges looked at him kindly, but with curiosity. They had seen thousands of performers. Singers with confidence. Singers with training. Singers with perfect technique. But this boy was different. He did not bring perfection. He brought truth. The day of the audition arrived. Backstage, the boy stood quietly. Cameras everywhere. Other contestants warming up. He wore a simple outfit. Nothing flashy. Nothing expensive. Just himself. His hands shook. Not from fear of singing, but from the weight of carrying his entire life onto that stage. Then his name was called. He walked out slowly. The lights were blinding. The audience buzzed. 4 judges sat in front of him. Simon Cowell leaned back in his chair, expression neutral, arms crossed. He had seen thousands of singers. Dreams rise. Dreams fall. He wasn't easily impressed anymore. The host asked a simple question. "Where are you from?" The boy answered softly. "A small village in the Philippines." "What's your story?" He paused. Took a breath. Then spoke about poverty. About helping his family. About singing to forget hunger. About dreaming of a better life for his parents. The room grew quiet. Simon leaned forward slightly. "What will you sing today?" The boy swallowed and answered with a song that meant everything to him. A song about pain. About hope. About holding on when nothing is certain. The music began. At first, his voice was gentle. Almost fragile. Some people leaned in. Others weren't sure what to expect. Simon glanced down at his notes. Then something changed. The boy opened his mouth wider. The emotion poured out. His voice grew powerful, rich, heartbreaking. It didn't sound trained. It sounded lived. Every note carried years of struggle. Every lyric felt real. The audience froze. Simon looked up. The boy hit a note so pure, so full of pain, that the entire theater reacted at once. Gasps. Hands over mouths. Tears forming. Simon Cowell's face changed. The man known for criticism, sarcasm, and cold honesty suddenly wasn't speaking. His eyes locked onto the stage. His jaw tightened. His eyes glistened. Finally, Simon spoke. He admitted that he thought he knew exactly what he was going to hear when the contestant walked out. He confessed that he expected another decent tribute that would be forgotten by the end of the day. Then he paused and shook his head slightly. He said, "I was wrong." The audience erupted again. Simon continued, saying that this was one of the most unexpected auditions he had seen in years. He explained that the singer didn't just copy Elvis, he honored him while bringing something new, something deeply emotional. Simon admitted that for the first time in a long time, he was genuinely speechless during a performance. The contestant covered his mouth, tears streaming down his face. Years of struggle, doubt, and perseverance had led to this moment. Simon then said something that sent shockwaves through the theater. He told the singer that this was not just a yes, but a moment that people would remember from AGT 2026. He said this was the kind of audition that defines a season. The judges voted unanimously. For yes lit up the screen. Confetti fell from above as the singer dropped to his knees, overwhelmed with gratitude. The audience continued cheering, chanting his name as he stood up, hands clasped together in thanks. Backstage, the cameras followed him as he wiped his tears and talked about his journey. He spoke about singing at small local events, about working multiple jobs to support his family, about dreaming of a stage like this while listening to Elvis songs late at night. He said he wanted to make his country proud and show that talent knows no borders. As the episode aired, social media exploded. Clips of the audition spread across platforms within hours. Viewers around the world reacted with disbelief, many calling it the best Elvis tribute they had ever heard. Fans praised the emotion, the control, the authenticity. Even people who were not Elvis fans found themselves moved by the performance. Music experts weighed in, analyzing.